All right, guys, so here is the long-awaited The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, Episode 3 review. Long-awaited is quite an understatement, but let's just get straight into it. So a lot of people had been pretty mad at me lately, saying that I used to be The Walking Dead's biggest glazer, but now I'm The Walking Dead's biggest hater, because I had a consecutive consensus of not liking the new stuff that was coming out. But I promise you guys, that's not the case. I just was genuinely disappointed in some of the stuff I saw. But that is not the case for the recent episode, episode 3. And it's funny because apparently a lot of people didn't like this episode as much, but I loved it, which kind of makes up for what I was saying about episode 2 when I said I didn't like it at all, but a lot of people loved it. It kind of just shows that there's always two sides to it, and I think that it's unfair for you guys to belittle me for my opinion, right? I love this episode a lot because we finally got to see all these characters again. Jadis, Michonne, Rick, Thorne. And I just love the escape plan that Rick had all written out and stuff, like how he was doing it to actually get Michonne away, but Michonne came back and like it was just like constant arguments and stuff. You know, I was kind of thinking they were just gonna reunite and be back in love and whatever, but I kind of like that they're showing the internal conflict.
You're going back to base right now, then I'm getting you the hell out of here. If I have to knock you out, put you on that goddamn boat myself. I belong here, you don't, and you will never change that. It's over.
It makes sense what Rick is doing, trying to get Michonne away. But at the same time, it's like, if I was Michonne, I would not be able to leave after finding him after like 8 years, whatever, how long? Heck no, dog. That just like, there's no way I could do that. A lot of people were mad at Michonne this episode, actually. I don't blame her at all. I do think it was a little bit insane though at the end when she threw Rick out the helicopter. I don't know why a lot of people are asking how they survived. I mean, we didn't see the ocean below, but I just immediately knew they were above the ocean. Like, I don't know how people didn't kind of think about that. Like, I think they were just flying low because of the amount of whatever was, you know, thunder, and they probably had to fly low and they probably just jumped out from like 50 feet or something. But yeah, and I also really like the Jadis stuff, like the reunion and like, you know, Jadis seeing Michonne. That was actually funny. The one thing I don't like though is why has Rick not explained how he ended up here? It's just been completely brushed off. Honestly, that would be my biggest question if I was Michonne. Hey, you blew up on this bridge 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 8 years ago. How the hell did you end up here? Like, I know he was writing those letters basically saying that he woke up in a military hospital.
And I woke up in a military hospital. An army found me, a force of thousands.
But he never said how. Like, I would be like, how? And that's why I think Michonne should have known since like the beginning of episode 3 that it's Jadis's fault, if you want to say, because, you know, she did save Rick at the end of the day. But like the fact that he still hasn't told her, that's the only thing that's not lining up for me. And I don't think that's like the only thing that I don't like about this episode. That's something that should be talked about right away. How the hell did you end up here after, you know, blowing up that bridge? Tell me. Oh yeah, you know, after I blew up, I was bleeding out and Jadis, you know, saw me and she took me away with the helicopter and now I can't leave. Simple, just tell her. Because then when she sees Michonne, it's like, it's even more confusing. Like, bro, just explain it. But yeah, hopefully they do explain it, man. This next episode, they're gonna be talking about a lot. You could just tell by the trailer, they were just, you know, a lot of emotions. Actually, episode 4, a lot of scenes did get leaked, man. Like, how is this happening? Let me know what you guys thought. I don't know if I'm gonna post a YouTube review just because I'm so late to this one, but you know, we'll see.